Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor campaign in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And man, there is so much going on right now, man. All right, if you ain't watching, if you ain't praying, all right, simple enough. The Lord ain't dealing with you, man. All right, we should be in the times of rejoicing at the downfall of our enemies. We should be rejoicing at the rising of Israel. All right, the true Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, mainly the elect are the ones that are actually hearkening unto this word and returning back to Yahweh Shemi Shah. All right, man, it's almost turn up time, man. All right, and I don't mean necessarily popping bottles now, but I mean it in the sense of the kingdom, man. All right, the kingdom is nigh. All right, there's so much going on, man. All right, that's then crept into the mainstream media. So much coming out. All right, whistleblowers. The stocks going up and down. All right, these subprime auto loans are about to go delinquent. There's just so much going on, man. All right, but I have a video I want to play. All right, concerning this presidency. All right, and this executive branch and its cabinet. All right, mainly dealing with this whole DOGE thing. And I actually watched the video, and it was a 25-minute video. I'm not going to play it here, but it was a 25-minute video of a senator, and I can't remember his name, but he was breaking it down, man. In the last 6 weeks, all right, the 6 weeks of Trump's presidency, all right, that was just, man, it was 25. He went into and elaborated 25 minutes worth of just straight up corruption, man. All right, from the time he got in office, got Elon and them getting in there firing people and shit, and it's not getting proper clearance. They going back and forth. Who's in control of DOGE? Who's not in control? It's all over the place, man. All right, and now there's infighting amongst Trump's cabinet. All right, there's infighting amongst Trump's cabinet, man. So they're trying to bring about this new system. They're trying to make things efficient. They're trying to bring about a one world government, but there's infighting. All right, yeah, they're going to continue with this plan. All right, but there's infighting as to who's in control of what, man. There are struggles for power. And Yahweh Shah plainly said that a nation divided against itself cannot stand, but is brought to desolation. And we'll get those scriptures. But right here I have real quick, this is Jeremiah chapter 50. And we'll go right to the point, verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder or broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And that's what is coming very soon. Babylon is going to be a desolation amongst the nations. Being that they were the hammer of the whole earth. Okay, and we're seeing them in that position now. They're trying to dictate, who can have nukes, who can't have nukes. Who's a terrorist, who's not a terrorist. They deem all these things. All right, but these nations are starting to stand up and say, hey, man, who gave you the moral high ground? We got nukes too, nigga. That's how these nations are moving. They're building up their militaries. China said they're ready for a war with America on any front. Any type of war with America. Whether it be a traditional war, whether it be a trade war, tariff war, whatever. All right, they ready. Russia want the smoke. Iran want the smoke. All right, so World War III, man, it's at the door. So the hammer of the whole earth is about to be cut asunder and broken, man. It says, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Because the Lord is making these Edomites small among the heathen and greatly despised. The Lord has put Trump up in here, and he's just running amok, man. He's doing insider trading. He's making announcements with the tariffs and shit, pumping up the stocks, bringing down the stocks, and all his billionaire friends is eating everything in between. He got Trump coin, he got Melania coin. They done did a Bitcoin reserve. You could pay $5 million to go meet Trump in his office. All these shits is illegal. That's illegal as fuck. But it's happening so fast that nobody's calling it out. All right, but people are starting to get the idea. And once again, just going back to the premise of this video, the infighting going on within DOGE. And this is, through the spirit, something major is going to have to go down because, people are starting to see that they are divided. And that's not what they want people to perceive them as. They want to be perceived as powerful. They want to be perceived as, in control, united. All right, but really they're divided, and the Lord is causing them to be that. You know, verse 24 it says, "I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and art also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord." See, the Lord is taking this place down, man. All right, the Lord has heard the iniquity of this place. All right, he's heard the cries of the saints, man. He's heard the prayers of the elect, and now he's about to bring this place down, man. All right, Elon Musk fucking Starlink, not Starlink, his SpaceX blowing up, you know. And I saw another video, man, and hey, it was chariots all around it, man. Chariots all around it. So the chariots are here. You got all this going on, man. This is the end. The Passat coming up, man. It's gonna cut, and then you're gonna have a blood moon. Man, there's so much going on, man. All right, the elect could very well be sealed, man. All right, this could be it. All right, we pray, you know, because things are really gonna start speeding up. Verse 25. The Lord have opened his armory and brought forth the weapons of his indignation. That's why the Lord has allowed these nations to amass these nuclear weapons, man. These ICBM thermonuclear weapons as the weapons of the Lord's indignation. The Lord said, "I created the smith that bloweth the coals and an instrument for his handiwork, and I created the waster to destroy," roughly paraphrasing. You know, so the Lord created these weapons of his indignation that are going to be struck upon America, Babylon the Great, man. All right, during this Third World War. But that won't happen until the MOTB is made mandatory. But we see that coming as well, man. These prophecies are going to be coming concurrent, you know. All right, it ain't going to be like, oh, you know, the chip going to be, the C-HIP going to be in place, and then 3 years later, then World War III. No. You know, we could be out within months after that C-HIP is made mandatory, man. We're going to have to. We ain't going to be out here just in the woods, you know. We in the woods 2, 3, 4 years, you know. We still trying to teach. Nah, the Lord is about to wrap this ministry up concerning the speaking part of it, the warning part. Now the Lord is about to bring forth judgment. All right. The Lord told us the things to look out for and a crumbling society. And we're seeing it right in our face. All right. It says, "For this is the work of the Lord, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans," which that represents America now. Verse 26, "Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing be left of her." And this is future prophecy upon America. "Slay all her bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple." You know, it says, "Call together the archers against Babylon." That's going to be these different nations that have nuclear capabilities, man. They're gonna shoot their missiles out of these silos, man, into the atmosphere, and they're gonna rain upon Babylon the Great, man. It says, "All ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done, do unto her. For she have been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel." See? All right, America was proud against the Heavenly Father, man. All right, so the Lord about to bring this place down swiftly, speedily. Once again, the year started out, man. We saw Trump going to I guess he was leaving Air Force One or getting on Air Force One, and there was a lightning strike right behind him. They got that shit on camera. You know? Also, the lightning hitting the Capitol building. So the Lord is about to destroy this government, man. All right, DOGE ain't about to stand a chance. You know? But that's how I'm going to get right there. Let's check this video out.
Some brand new reporting in the New York Times today on a confrontation of sorts inside the White House between Elon Musk and several members of Donald Trump's new cabinet, with Donald Trump sort of reduced to the role of spectator. The Times cites 5 people with knowledge of the confrontation, reports this about an argument between Elon Musk and Marco Rubio. Quote, "You fired nobody," Musk told Rubio, then scornfully added that perhaps the only person he had fired was a staff member from his Department of Government Efficiency. Rubio had been privately furious with Musk for weeks, ever since his DOGE team effectively shuttered an entire agency that was supposedly under Rubio's control. The United States
See, this nigga Musk just stepping on everybody's toes, man. You know, these other guys like Marco Rubio and shit, they were so-called elected. You know, they went through the proper vetting, you know, through the Senate and shit, you know, got sworn in. But this guy, Elon, he's not an elected official, man. And he's in there calling the shots like we've been saying. And it's starting to piss a lot of these guys off, man.
For international development. Musk was not being truthful, Rubio said. What about the more than 1,500 State Department officials who took early retirement in buyouts? Didn't they count as layoffs, he asked sarcastically, whether Musk wanted him to rehire all those people just so he could make a show of firing them again. Then he laid out his detailed plans for reorganizing the State Department. Musk was unimpressed. He told Rubio he was, quote, good on TV, with the clear subtext being he wasn't good for much else. Where was Donald Trump in all this? The Times reports that he sat back as if he was watching a tennis match. Ultimately, he, quote, intervened to defend, wait for it, Rubio. Said he was doing a great job. Rubio has a lot to deal with, the president said. He's very busy, he's always traveling and on TV, and he has an agency to run. So everyone just needs to work together, end quote. And then for the first time since his inauguration, Trump put some restraints on Elon Musk. From this reporting, quote, from now on, he said, the secretaries would be in charge. The Musk team will only advise. Joining our coverage, host of MSNBC.
See? So, you know, and they didn't publicize this meeting, but this is apparently the report that's coming out. You know, so he tried to just put a muzzle on Elon. You know, we'll see what comes of this. But either way, there's some you know, little petty words being exchanged. You know, and guys are rubbing guys the wrong way, man.
Politics Nation, president of the National Action Network, the Reverend Al Sharpton, joins us. Christy and Michael are still here.
We ain't gonna watch that nigga Al Sharpton, but I think there's another one.
It's very simple.
It's official.
Yeah.
It's official. DOGE is cooked. Now, Donald Trump is too much of a narcissist to say it out loud. That clown still thinks Trump University was a good idea. But I guarantee that Musk knows it because he's watching DOGE implode firsthand. And it's happening everywhere all at once. Check this out. So first, we've been fed the lie that young voters are all bought in on this toxic alpha tech bro bullshit, but that's not in the data. In fact, it's the opposite. A brand new poll shows that of voters 18 to 35 years old, 70% disapprove of DOGE, including 53% who say they strongly disapprove. Maybe it's that the people who most recently took an American government class, maybe the people who know these shit-posting trolls in real life, maybe they recognize these are not the people, and this is not the way to rebuild government. Second, Trump has told his cabinet in very clear terms that neither Elon Musk nor DOGE can make staffing decisions. Now, for Trump to even say this out loud behind closed doors means the lawyers must have screamed it in his face. Fact is, these guys got way
that was just what was mentioned by the news lady. You know, basically, so they didn't say that Elon, he can only advise. He can't go in like he's been doing the last month, just go in there and firing motherfuckers, freezing U.S. aid and shit like that. They saying, nah, nigga, you advise, we'll do the firing, you know?
Out over their skis, spending weeks and weeks trying to fire people they probably can't fire, then hiring them back when they can track down their contact info, wasting our time and money, destroying productivity and morale across the federal workforce, and wasting precious time and energy they should have put into accelerating economic growth. That this 6-week run of failure was chalked up under the banner of efficiency, that's just the nasty maraschino cherry on top of this doggy shit Sunday. It's official. DOGE is...
I'm done, Cole.
They're shorting the stock market. Donald Trump and his friends are billionaires shorting the stock market to make more billions of dollars. Think about it. Why else would they destroy the stock market twice in 2 months and then undo the exact thing that destroyed the stock market? You would only do that if you were betting against the stock market and you knew it was going to crash. The problem is this is going to be good for wealthy people. That shorted the market. It's going to be really good for them. It's going to be really bad for the average person who risked money in the market, and it's going to be really bad for those who don't have any money in the market at all, or money in general. It's also already caused a lot of animosity between us and other countries around the world. including our good neighbors, Canada. Canada has already pulled all American liquor off the shelf. They're already boycotting all American products, and their economy is already hurting from the tariffs that we're in for a little bit amount of time. They're already terrified that we're going to go ahead and invade their country, which is obscene, but Donald Trump keeps deciding to call Trudeau Governor Trudeau. Imagine working your whole life and getting to the highest position in your entire country, and somebody demeans you by calling you their inferior person. Anyway, if you got this far, thank you, I love you, and we'll talk soon. They're shorting the stock market. Donald Trump and his friends are billionaires.
A full-on cabinet revolt against Elon Musk. That's what we are hearing about in new reporting this morning from the New York Times. Trump's cabinet is incensed by Elon Musk's involvement in the government and the control he has taken over their agencies, and that anger has spilled out in a very messy, very loud, very tense cabinet meeting on Thursday. Marco Rubio reportedly lashed out at Musk for firing 1,500 State Department officials with his buyout scheme. Trump's transportation secretary, Sean Duffy, was furious with Musk about his demand to fire air traffic controllers. Duffy said, "What am I supposed to do? I have multiple plane crashes to deal with, and now your people want me to fire air traffic controllers." Musk then fired back, calling Duffy a liar. This all led to Donald Trump's proclamation yesterday, reining in Musk's power, announcing that Musk has no right to fire anyone and that only cabinet officials
so
have...
we didn't heard it, 3 witnesses. All right, so basically Trump didn't told Elon, nigga, you ain't got the authority to fire nobody. All right, quit trying to fire people. All right, you can advise, but you cannot fire. So that's the breaking news, if you will. Because before that, DOGE was just going in firing every fucking body, But also I played that video of the whole stock market thing, man. With these tariffs, man, they're greatly affecting just by Trump. Words, because he's the acting president. If he says I'm gonna put more taxes, the stock market gonna fall. If he says I'm gonna withdraw the taxes or I'm gonna withdraw the tariffs or whatever, or I'm gonna hold back on them, the stock market jumps. So if these guys got permissions got positions in the stock exchanges and whatnot, they're profiting just off this man's words, man.
Say over their departments. This is getting messy, folks. We're going to be covering it all, so make sure that you add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple and on...
Yeah, so it's getting messy, like they said. It's getting messy, man. All right, the Lord got these motherfuckers divided, and even the Republican Party is starting to turn against the executive branch with what Musk and Trump got going on and shit. So it's all going down, man. It's all going down. And the fact that this is coming out, they're going to have to do something. This ain't going to be able to just be able to preside on the internet very much longer. All right, we'll see, though. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Actually, we're going to start at the top, man. All right, because the Lord is coming, man. There was a video I watched from this lady, Gina Marie Colvin Hill, which I watch sporadically. She be looking at the getting videos of the chariots and whatnot, but she pulled out her phone and was recording, and was she didn't have a special lens on or nothing, and was recording the sun. And there was a chariot next to the sun, man, big ass chariot. Hey, if people don't believe, so what if you don't believe, man? With everything going on, it makes sense. All right, it makes complete sense, man, that the chariots are here, and hey, Esau got to move, man. He going to have to move with some fervency. All right, he going to have to move with some vigor. All right, it says verse 19, Isaiah 19 and verse 1. It says, the burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right, Yahushua is going to come back on the fathership very soon. And, when Yahushua shows up, man, that's the end of the party. Okay, that's the beginning of the kingdom. That's the end of Esau's party forever. Verse 2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. All right, if you refer to Revelation, the 11th chapter, scripture say their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, so this is spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. Spiritual Chaldea, spiritual Babylon, spiritual Assyria, All these different places. Spiritually, Basra, you know, the capital of Edom. So it's all these different things, man. So the Lord is going to set these people against each other, and we're seeing it. Verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, and right now it's infighting within these branches of government, but soon it's going to be, you know, your statesmen, you know, all the way down to your neighbors. All right, 2 Corinthians 15 speak about that. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All right, because of the lack of bread and the lack of bread, you know, and great tribulation that's going on. That's going to be going on. All right, so, hey, division everywhere, man. But the ones that are unified are the elect. All right, the elect are very much unified on one accord. We know what time we're in, you know, and I say that as a hopeful elect, you know, because we're watching. So let's finish off here. All right, we'll grab this real quick. This is Matthew chapter 12. In verse 25, right to the point, it says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. Okay? You cannot go up to damn near any American that's actually paying attention to what's going on, and they would say, you know, oh, America's more united than ever. No, it's more divided than ever. You know, not even more so with the people against their government. You know, even with this guy Trump. The MAGA supporters are starting to turn on Trump, man. So it says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right, that's red letter. That's our Lord Yahushua. All right, that's further proof, if you needed any, that America's on its way out. All right, it's divided. It's greatly divided. So how can it stand? How can it grow? How can America be great again? It's not going to be. All right, they're going to fight to the end. They're going to fight each other. All right, and it's beautiful to see. So I just want to bring out this piece of information. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakradash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.